Good evening, listeners. Welcome to another episode of Global Women Enrichment podcast. We are so happy that you can join us today. And of course, this is pre Thanksgiving. So, we are going to be talking today about what we are thankful for. Of course, we know that we have to be thankful and we are grateful to God, our Creator, who made us and who is the creator of all things and the provider of all things. But ladies, I'm going to get done with you. And, here at Global Women Enrichment, we do keep it 100% real. So, Laura, tell me, what are you grateful for?
First of all, I'm grateful for this, the opportunity to get together and have conversation and just really share with each other. I'm grateful for so many things. I mean, I thank God every single day, and I say, God, thank you for my family, my friends, the community that I live in, the wonderful country that I live in. And I also say I'm thankful for the opportunity to make a living, right? So I'm thankful for everything, even the little ants that walk along the path. I mean, it sounds crazy, but I look at them and I'm like fascinated by the structures that they create underground. So I know that sounds a little bit silly.
That's okay.
But I'm keeping it real.
Keeping it real, exactly. All right. And Dr. Brown, what about you?
Well, I'm not with Laura on the insects, okay? I don't do creepy crawlies. I don't like anything that crawls around. But in the spirit of Thanksgiving, one of the things on a somber note that I'm very, very grateful for is that my mother and my husband's mother did not have an abortion. That means a lot to me because we grew up in a culture where that could have happened. Not me, but my husband's mom. So I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my children. Those of you who know me well know that was a chore, a tough job. So those are some of the things I focus on when Thanksgiving comes. I also remember a very difficult time in our life when somebody said to us, I know this Thanksgiving you're going to feel like it's the worst Thanksgiving in your life because we were having a very difficult family situation. And that Thanksgiving, as we gathered, I remembered those words, and I was just grateful that our family was together. So I think family is very important. My faith is, as you mentioned at the beginning, my faith is number one. I think my whole life surrounds my faith. It's what gives me reason to get up in the morning, and I'm grateful that each morning God chooses to give us life. In this season of the pandemic, every day that we wake up is a day to rejoice that we are on this side of the earth and not 6 feet under. So I'm grateful for all those things. I'm grateful for a mom and a dad who were always there and made sure that everything I needed was provided. I'm grateful, like Laura says, for an awesome job. That's not a job. It's me. It's who I am. So I go to work every day, and I've never worked a day in my life because it's fun, even though I deal with life and death matters, So I think that's a lot.
That is a lot. Okay, so what am I grateful for? How much time do we have? I am grateful for being alive. Like Dr. Brown said, every day that you wake up and you are here during this pandemic, that is a blessing in itself. I am grateful since our last podcast or couple podcasts, I lost my mom, my dearest mom, but I am grateful that she is resting in the arms of Jesus. She's out of her suffering, no more pain. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the time that she was here on earth. She lived a long life, and most of it was healthy. But the last years were little tough. But like I said, I'm grateful that she's out of the suffering and the pain. I am grateful for my sisters and my brothers. I know you're probably listening. Yes, I know I get on your cases, but I'm very grateful that I have brothers and sisters that I can speak with. It's different to speaking to your kids when you're speaking to your siblings. So I'm grateful for them. I'm grateful for my lovely family, especially my children, all my kids. I'm grateful for you. If you're out there listening to me, know that your mama love you. Even though she may not say it quite often, she does love each and every one of you. All three of you, even though you are now young adults. Remember that I can still bring out the whip. Okay, I'm just keeping it
Whoa.
real. Yeah.
Just edit that part out,
Yeah,
okay?
exactly. If I were them, I want to be grateful for that.
You would. Anyways, moving right along, I am grateful for each and every one of you around this table. I may not say it often, but just know that I could not do this without you. So I'm grateful for the day I met Sandra Brown. That was through my our kids. Our sons were best friends. So that's how we met, and we have this long-term friendship. I'm grateful for Dr. Brown introducing me to Laura. Yeah, I can't get rid of her. Not that I want to. I'm grateful that she's in my life. I love her personality. I love her smile. And I love the blonde as well. Okay. I am grateful for my work life, that I do have a job. I'm grateful for all my friends. You know who you are. It's not how many friends you have, but it's the quality of friends that you have. Those that you can pick up the phone and call them any time of the day or night, and they are there to sometimes just listen to you, and also for me to listen to them. So I'm grateful for all the blessings that God has bestowed upon us being here on this earth. And I think I've said enough for now. Now, it's going to be Thanksgiving this coming week. So what are your plans?
Oh my goodness.
Are you going to be doing that turkey?
Well, so we have a little bit of a different Thanksgiving tradition. So today we actually have all of our family coming to our home and celebrating Thanksgiving the Saturday before Thanksgiving. And the reason why we do that is that my nucleus of a family is my husband, the kids, and I started a tradition about 10 years ago where we actually go camping for Thanksgiving. And so at first, when we started this tradition of doing family Thanksgiving this Saturday, everybody was like, why are you changing Thanksgiving? But guess what? After we did it once, they were like, this was the most wonderful Thanksgiving because we didn't feel rushed to have to go from this house to that house. We just enjoyed being together. And then for our Thanksgiving camping tradition, we've been going with our church family. And so it's a tradition we started when the kids were very small, and we pick a different park in Central Florida every year, and we move from park to park every year so that we can experience something different. And we have this amazing Thanksgiving because what we do is we put all of the picnic tables from all of our sites onto one site and create an outdoors Thanksgiving. And it's decorated beautifully, and everybody comes together, and it's a potluck. We each know which part of the Thanksgiving meal we're bringing to the table. So we have fried turkey, we have smoked turkey, and then we throw in a little bit of the Cuban stuff and have some rice and black beans to go along with it. So yeah, our tradition is really celebrating with our biological family first, and then with our church family next.
Awesome.
Wow, that must be a big group, eh?
Yeah, so we have the largest group we've had on camping was in 2019, just before the pandemic. We had 102 people join us. This year, we're probably going to be about 45. And it's just, given the pandemic, a lot of folks decided, well, I'm not going to travel, or we also had some folks whose kids have gotten older now. And they're starting their own families, so things changed a little bit.
Awesome.
Nice, that's wonderful.
And Dr. Brown?
So this year, Thanksgiving, what we're going to do is my mom and my brother and his wife are going to be joining us down here in Miami at our house, and we'll have a big spread as we usually do. That will just include my immediate family, my mom, my brother, and his wife. And we keep it simple. We had hoped to jump on a plane the day after Thanksgiving, but I discovered my passport had expired. So I had to take care of that, and now I'm hoping to make that trip in the new year. But the hope was to do a wonderful Thanksgiving with the family, which we're still going to do. And then Lance and I were going to sneak away on the Friday and come back the following Monday. But that is not happening this year. But it's going to be real simple, quiet, restful. That's typically how it is. A lot of reflection as we consider what we're grateful for.
Nice.
What about you?
As long as I can remember, Thanksgiving has always been at my house. Well, one of my sons recently bought a home. So I've been trying to see if I could get an invitation for Thanksgiving so that I don't have to do anything. So thank you, son. You know who you are, which one you are that will be having that Thanksgiving lunch or dinner at your house. I look forward to it. All righty. You know what else? While we were talking about being grateful for things, audience, I cannot forget you. Okay, so just
Absolutely.
know that we here at Global Women Enrichment, we are exceptionally grateful for you. So to show our appreciation, we are going to increase the number of vacation travel that we will be giving to our subscribers. So all we encourage you to do, instead of just subscribing to YouTube, please also subscribe to GWEnrichment.com. The reason for this is because when you subscribe to YouTube, there's no information about you except your name. And in order for us to put you in a raffle, to enter you in a raffle, we would need your full name, your telephone number, and your email address. We want you to have that opportunity to enter into that raffle. So go online and subscribe to GWEnrichment.com.
Well, then I would say one of the other things we're grateful for is our sponsor who is making this possible.
Yes, thank you. You know who you are. So anything else you guys have to say about Thanksgiving and what else you're going to be doing? Because Thanksgiving is a real long weekend. We have that extra day. So what are you going to be doing for the weekend? After Thanksgiving. I know everybody go to sleep on the day after Thanksgiving.
Well, I'll be biking, hiking, camping, just enjoying the outdoors and just, one of the other things I'm thankful for is how delicious the Thanksgiving food is. I love it. And I know the turkey is the center of all of it, but all of the fixins that go around it, they're so good most of the time I don't even get to the turkey.
So let's talk about the Thanksgiving meal. What's the Thanksgiving meal?
Oh my God.
What's typically in that Thanksgiving
Well,
meal,
as
Laura?
on the turkey I mentioned, we have smoked turkey and fried turkey. We'll have a green bean casserole, sweet potato casserole, mashed potatoes. We, of course, throw in the Cuban thing with the rice and the black beans. We'll have a salad. We'll have stuffing. And then, so those are the things that come to my mind. Oh, we have a corn casserole as well. So my northern friends are like, what's a corn casserole? We've had this conversation back and forth. They're like, that is gross. I'm like, you haven't tried it. So corn casserole is really delicious. And then we just have so many desserts. So you have your pick of what type of dessert do you want? Do you want, the Cuban flan? Do you want the, triple layer chocolate cake? So we have a little bit of everything.
Do you have tres leches?
Yes, we do have a tres leches as well.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Tres leches.
Yes.
What about you, Dr. Brum?
So we do turkey, but, being Jamaican is not a typical dish. So usually my mom would do the turkey or Lance would do a turkey breast. Then we have to have something Jamaican, so it may be a curry goat. Or it may be ackee and saltfish, And then there may be ham. There may be ham. And then in terms of the starches, we'd have macaroni and cheese. We
Ooh,
would
I
have
forgot that
sweet
one.
potato, but not a casserole. My mom would do candied sweet potatoes,
Yes.
where she slices them up, bakes them in some kind of sugary sauce. And then we have sometimes rice and peas, Jamaican style, gungo peas and rice. And then we have vegetables, lots of vegetables. So it would be green beans. Sometimes we make a green bean casserole. Year before last, last year, my son asked me to make a sweet potato souffle, and I'm thinking, that's not Jamaican. How do I make that? So I read it up and I made this phenomenal, it was like dessert as far as I was concerned. It was loaded with pecans, and then we put marshmallows on top and browned them, and
That's exactly what
it
we do.
was pure sugar.
Oh my God.
And I remember Matthew saying to my older son, your mom will do anything for you. And I said, you all better eat it up because I made it for you. So that, we prefer the sliced sweet potatoes, candied sweet potatoes. And then we have lots of vegetables, a nice big salad, and the cooked vegetables. And pretty much that's it. Dessert-wise, we're not big on dessert at Thanksgiving. That's more for Christmas. But chances are we'll have a key lime pie or something like that.
Okay.
What are you going to have?
Listen, we usually have, so we have the turkey, of course, the main course, stuffed turkey with cornbread, stuffed with cornbread. And then we also have ham, and we also have mutton. Now, mutton is really goat.
Yep.
For those of you who do not know what mutton is, it is goat meat. Jamaicans call it curry goat. We do it as stew mutton. It is the best. Maybe one day Sandra and I will have a cook-off on stew goat versus curry goat. But anyway, so we have that. And then we also have peas and rice. You guys call it rice and peas. We call it peas and rice.
Rice and beans, rice and peas, peas
and
rice.
yeah.
Yep.
And then we also have macaroni salad. We have baked macaroni and cheese. We have something called potato stuffing. So it's like Irish potatoes, the white potatoes, and you do them like let me not give you my recipe online.
Oh. Well, I was just waiting for it.
I'll just go ahead and I'll do that. So it's Irish potato. You basically mash the potatoes.
Okay.
And then you saute like different, like the onions and green peppers, all type of veggies that you could think of. You do that along with thyme and all of that stuff. And then you add raisins to it. And you add some tomato paste. And you can add ketchup, or you can add barbecue sauce. Okay? And you saute all that with a little bit of sugar and also raisins. And then you put that into the mashed potatoes. Of course, you have to do, with the mashed potato, you also have to do an egg, a beaten egg. And you mix all that up together, and you get a potato stuffing casserole. And that is absolutely delicious. It is better than the, what do you call that thing? The sweet potato souffle or whatever that is, or candy yams and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
I think potato stuffing is better than all of that. So you guys, if you want to try it, you can do that. Maybe I'll put the recipe on GW Enrichment website.
I think you should. I'd love to try it.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. So maybe I'll do that. And so we have that, and then we have green beans, and also I do my own turkey gravy from scratch. Yes.
Wow.
Venoria can cook.
I forgot we do potato salad. Not mashed potatoes. We chop the potato up. We do mayonnaise.
Then can I finish
we
my
do
dishes?
beans
You see how
and
she's
peas
taking
and
my time?
corn.
You
And
just
we're
got
all
us thinking about
talking.
all the food.
And then on the issue of cornbread, so I
Yes.
make the cornbread, and then I put creamed corn
Yeah.
and whole corn
Yes.
and sour cream and
Butter.
butter, honey. And that corn casserole
I'm gonna try that
is
honey.
to
'Cause
die
I've got the
for.
recipe you're talking about, but I've never put honey in it.
I put a little honey. That's the problem with Jamaicans. We like to put a little bit of that, a little
Yep.
bit of. So you're talking about that mashed potato, and I'm thinking bacon would go great in there.
Yes.
I don't know.
Look at her face. Bacon goes good with anything.
Oh my goodness. Okay, no bacon for me.
I think
But-
our audience is hungry.
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
I
they're
think
hungry,
so.
and I'm getting hungry myself.
Well, and you
So
got to tell us about your desserts.
that's what I'm getting to right
Okay.
now. So with the dessert, what we do, we have just a pumpkin pie. I try not to. If I'm feeling up to it, I will do like a coconut pie or pineapple or something. We really call it tart. That's what we call it in the Virgin Islands, but I know in America they call it pie, different pie. But-
Yeah.
So if I feel like doing that, I will do that. But usually, for the most part, we always would have pumpkin pie, pumpkin pie, and get the fresh one. Always go the night before.
Okay.
Okay, and then and we also have I'm an ice cream lover.
Yes.
Butter pecan.
Oh yeah.
That is my jam, butter pecan. And then let us not forget that delicious, what do you call it? The eggnog. Oh my goodness. Publix or whatever they have, Dairy Farms or whatever brand it is. It's just awesome. And then I also have my apple cider as well as an option for those
Okay.
who may not like eggnog. So, son, those are all the things that has to be on the plate, on the table.
No pressure. At
No
all.
pressure.
I am just so amused at all of this food at Thanksgiving. And then in this month of November, we're talking about diabetes, you know. But
Yes.
we'll get to that when we get there.
Oh my
Well,
God,
it's
all the
a
sugar.
we gotta have balance.
Balance.
Balance, and then we go and walk 4 miles.
That's
That's
right.
correct.
You go walking. Now, I'm trying to understand why is it? Because it happens in my household all the time. I don't know if it happens to you guys, but every time after Thanksgiving, it's like everybody fall asleep. Is it something in the turkey?
Absolutely.
What causes
It's
us
called
to sleep?
tryptophan.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
It puts you to sleep.
Yeah.
So for all of those who have difficulty falling asleep, try some turkey at night before you go to bed. Maybe it will help you fall asleep.
Yep. Well, and all of you students who are going to be having any kind of midterms or finals or big tests, don't have a turkey sandwich for
That's
lunch.
right. That's right.
You don't want to be
Guys,
falling
you need
asleep
to be
during the
awake.
test.
Yes.
So one last thing.
Yes.
What do you do with all the leftovers?
Soup. Make a turkey soup. Make a turkey salad. So not chicken salad, but turkey salad. Turkey sandwiches. Or give it away.
When it comes, because I'm not really a turkey lover.
Yep.
And my turkey, by the way, it has to be butterball. It has
Okay.
to be butterball.
Nice advertising for
Yes,
them.
I'm sorry. It has to be butterball, and I always would. I also will do the base. Is it base? Do the base,
Baste
basting
the
it
turkey.
Basting,
with the butter on the top, even though it's already a butterball. But and just remember to cook your turkey on low heat. You get the best.
Well,
it comes out
and make sure
so-
you take the temperature so that you make sure you're not eating any raw turkey.
Exactly. So I will probably have a little bit of the turkey, maybe the Friday, and after that it goes out.
Got it.
I'm sorry, because
It's good to have just enough for everybody and then share.
Yes.
You know, I don't believe in wasting anything. So there's always someone who can benefit from that. You know, whether you make a turkey dish and take it to work to
Yes.
share or, you know, and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the things you can do so you don't have to waste is, because this is what I started doing when I see that, because most of the family is not turkey lovers per se. So what I started doing is cutting down on the size of the turkey
Exactly.
Right,
that
and
I
more
buy.
of the
So
sides.
exactly. So
Right,
you'll just have the
right.
carcass remain to throw
Exactly.
away. Yeah.
Yeah.
I prefer a turkey breast than having the whole turkey.
Yeah, you only like
Most
the breast.
times it's a gift. If somebody gives me a turkey, then we make the whole turkey and we find things to do with all parts of it. So I think this session turned out to be a lot about food, listeners, and I think that's great. As Laura said earlier, balance. We have to have balance. There are seasons when we have a splurge and we have exciting meals, and then there are seasons when we need to consider carefully what we're eating.
Thank you, viewers, for listening to us. Thank you for tuning in each week. And again, we appreciate you big time. And remember to subscribe not only to YouTube, but to GWEnrichment.com. And you will definitely hear, we will do the raffling for the winners. It probably would be the second week in December, which would be, I believe, December 11th.
Okay.
And you will hear the winners for November and the winners for December. So that will be a Christmas blessing that you would receive. Until next time,
Happy Thanksgiving!
happy Thanksgiving.